Good, y'all. Welcome to another video, or just a video in general. I'm Adonis, speaking to you, telling you about things I've been experiencing, things I need to experience, and how to get around certain things. So we just set you down, set you up for success. Most of y'all probably on your phones. I'm on my fucking laptop right now. My hand, I feel like I'm on drugs. I'm not on drugs, I just ate some cheese. Not too much heart. It was the Super Bowl yesterday. Today's February 10th. We got a holiday in a couple days. And I'm hoping I can meet up to certain expectations, and whether they're expected or not, I wanna body that energy. I wanna be better than what I am now. I got a lot of love for this girl that I've been through things. She's been through things. Most people don't handle conflicts with their family like others do. I mean, I don't know how other people do it. I never been willing to fight my family like that because I'm always the one hurting people by accident. So whenever people get bucked by me or get bucked on me, it's like you don't want the smoke, bro. I just simply don't allow myself to do those things. I honestly need training when it comes to that, like some professional martial arts training, so that I'm not too destructive, hurting people bad. Because I feel like that's all I would do. That's why I just don't do it. I've been hurt by things that I could have probably changed. Things that other people, I'm just gonna call it bitch shit, because it's really just bitch shit. I don't, I don't, I'm not gonna let myself be that when it comes to those conflicts, especially. I mean, I'd be lying if I said that those conflicts haven't had an impact on my mind, my way of seeing. I've learned, a thing or two. Well, I'm learning, coming to do research into the brain and the anatomy of the brain. I really want to know more about it. And sometimes before I faced these conflicts, I was learning, I was teaching myself physics, at least the fundamentals, and just random ass things I wanted to take notes on. And it's like, fuck, I barely graduated high school and I have no ribbons and nothing special. Honestly, it seems like just because I was smoking weed, people didn't want me to graduate. They wanted me to. They probably wanted me to go back on some GTA type shit. I just wasn't having that shit, bro. I manifested. I would write things on repeat. I would take notes on my own things. I would learn my own things. You know what I'm saying? Don't recommend that. I mean, I don't recommend that. Like, if you're in school, I want you to go all out. Really immerse and engage. Get engaged with everything. Like, this is what it takes to have a future. To, to be where I want to be later in life. Now, I've always had anxiety. I'm not like at looking to the future. Never have been that good at it. Maybe I could look like 3 days to a week or a month, maybe. But I want to do that. I've been here since I was a baby. I know a thing or two about learned helplessness, and I can't say it's taught. I just I need to learn how to contradict that helplessness more, so that I'm able to maintain a more ideal mindset. I have certain predispositions in my brain, certain belief sets that could change that. It could totally change that. It's just a matter of applying them and being immune to dumbass niggas on the street. Bro, I live by a street. People and was telling me about physics and shit, bro. I don't know shit. I don't know enough. But I'll tell you one thing: there's speed. Alright, so there's time over distance, time speed, speed over time distance. I don't know. I have it written down in my notes somewhere. Is it time over distance, time, space? I mean speed. Luckily for me, I got a laptop right here. I'm gonna look it up. What are the formula in physics for physics? Distance equals no, 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 no. Damn, this kind of sucks. Like, yo, you should know this shit, man. Take notes before you come. That's philosophy. I'm not looking for that. I'm looking for fundamentals. Shit, the first thing I was taught. Speed equals distance over time, so it's SDT or SDTV. Um, can I really believe this is right? Based off of what I know, thing or two in person, just from what I've seen over the years. I know that reality in itself is something that can be measured through time and distance. You know, because time is the measurement of how long it takes to go a certain distance. Distance is the measurement of where or how the distance is the measurement of space between one place to another. And time is, I mean, speed is how fast you are moving through certain things. What I'm getting at is there are certain coping mechanisms in physics that can be utilized to understand or overstand, to really be immune to people who have more charge. Because when I'm at my house, I don't want to give a fuck about the people on the street. Whether I like it or not, though, I have ADHD, and I have a pre, I have an instinct that makes me respond to certain dopamine reception and possibilities on the street. People are always passing by in cars, moving at certain speeds, at the same, at a certain. I mean, really, that's the best way to say it. Now, why does that matter? That's what I'm trying to learn. Why does it matter about? Why does it matter that these people are moving fast, and why should I care that they're moving faster than me? Because to be honest, the main times when I'm affected by people on the street is when they're driving slow. And the slower they move, the more control they have over their pace. Meanwhile, I'm at my house. I don't give a fuck. I don't want to care about none of these people on the street. So I'm gonna assume that they're going to take charge in a certain direction and be past this place already. Like I don't give a fuck what you got going on, and y'all are just particles to moving through a charge, moving through a wire, and I'm not a part of that charge or wire unless I want to be. And should I take over? Should I get a car? Or should I start driving? Or should I take charge in the same flow? Then I would be the one who controls the flow. It's always been how I see it, how I choose to see it. At least it used to be. But like I said, I've taken some hits to the head, and I just don't see the same like I used to. So being aware of certain things that require a certain level of awareness has been difficult, more difficult than it needs to be. I'm not willing to accept that because, nigga, read. Left, right, left, right, left, right. Bitch, I don't care. Fuck y'all. Move on. People are gonna talk, people are gonna speak. There's so many things I could get into when it comes to the fluctuations of the street. People, people are animals. Cars and mechanical vehicles. People are electromagnetic vehicles. Physics can explain everything, but it takes a certain level of understanding. I'm no Einstein, barely a genius. I believe the brain is genius. No matter how you look at it, your brain is genius. I mean, it's the fucking reason you're alive, whether you want to be or not. And it deserves a high caliber of love and appreciation. It deserves a high caliber of appreciation, which can be seen as love, tender care, or even the opposite. It depends on how you see it, though. Because if you hate your brain and you start hitting yourself and shit, that's not okay. Why the fuck my TV turned off? I don't know. You know damn well I'm trying to get that. Look, my booty itch. Hold on, give me a sec. Peace, gang. Already know the vibes. Drive safe. Be safe out there on the streets. When you drive on the street, then you want to be safe. What was I finna say, man? Where the remote at? I'm sitting on it. Physics, physics, physics. I was talking about how I barely graduated at one point in the video. I barely graduated. I didn't have no motherfucking ribbons. I don't think people wanted me to succeed. Maybe they did, but they got certain conditions. I was looking for something unconditional. Never found it. I did find an addiction to music, and I wouldn't say an addiction, an attachment to music. Life isn't the same without music. An attachment to having my own source of escape. I was smoking weed too. I don't claim addiction though. I could stop if I wanted to. I just never wanted to. Aggressively or impulsively, I never wanted to. Those were my subconscious deliberate decisions. Now I know a thing or two about being ADHD or ODD and having codependencies because the only reason I'm even here in the first place is because my family, they have jurisdiction, they have motivation, they have what it takes to own a house, to maintain a living, and they do that quite well. Something I would like to do too, but my awareness, my experience is different. Pathetic. I know. I'm 20 years old and I'm job. Haven't had a job for a while since 2024. It's been iffy. It's been buggy. Things have been happening. I had a couple of jobs. Maybe I can barely remember anything after the beginning. January, February, March, April. I remember April. I was having conflicts. Then for March, April, May to April, May, June. Those 3 months was booty. Mentally, I was not sane. I'm not insane. I was not okay. I had a concussion, multiple concussions. I say hits to the head. I definitely took some hits to the head, and because of those attacks, I had a newfound problem in my comprehension. Nobody's gonna accept it or take fault, and I'm not gonna blame anybody but myself. It's my brain, my responsibility. Either way, I'm gonna always have what it takes to strengthen my mind, really be a part of something greater, regardless of what that may be, manifest in the universe, on a planet, on Earth, from within Earth, within the atmosphere. The planet is an electromagnetic being as well. Mother Earth is a god. The sun is a god. Earth rotates around the sun. The sun lives within the universe. The universe is God, the creator. Now, I know that I've known atheists in my life. There are people who don't believe in God. It's cool. I can see them being more of a go-getter, more go-getters, and that's cool. I had church at a young age. So I was very lucky to be a part of a collective that had faith in the same thing. That's all it would take for me to be motivated, for me to feel like I'm a part of something more. Even though I was antisocial in my own right, I knew for a fact that I do too much, and I had a way of being controlled. Whether people were there to do it or not, it's just a codependency thing. I could tell you, I could help you. I could tell when other people are codependent too. I can tell when they are experiencing those codependencies, when they are feeling more independent. I would be the type to try and motivate you to give into your independence, even though I'm not so independent myself. I don't know how to be independent anymore. Kind of just hoping for the best. I want to get a job. Right now, the best way I could do that is going out and finding a place where I belong. Right now, I've been in this same place for so long. It just doesn't seem like I belong anywhere here. But I know for a fact that I can find some sort of in between space where I can fuck some shit up. You know what I'm saying? Find some energy, find a motivation, somewhere I can get hard. I know you watch the movies. I know you watch the motherfucking shows and whatnot. Some people wouldn't be willing to distract themselves with such things. I used to be like that. Codependency is what manifests them, what attracts them. I believe it's the food that we eat and how to get around to know that you're on a planet that revolves around a star. I want to be involved. I want to participate, but I don't. I don't have that motivation like I used to, unless I'm with my girlfriend or unless I got money in my pocket. I'm very far from that. I dropped off resumes. I've tried to finish applications. It's a pain in the ass. I fucking sometimes I stop. after logging in or trying to log in. First, that's where you're gonna be fucked up. Why the fuck I gotta log in the first place? No, I'm just playing. But I understand you need to be able to save the information, save the data. I'm working on it. I want to be a kid again. I still am a kid in my head. I don't want to. You want to talk about physics and shit? What about archetypes? What do you call that branch of study? Physiology? No, physiology is more physical. I guess this is psychology. It's another thing. Maybe skip the anatomy of the brain and just jump into psychology. Something I have genuine experience. I've always been able to read people's psyches. Sometimes, not always, but it's something that happens intuitively. You see, you know a thing or two about how people have their own ways of seeing, and there's a way to categorize motivations, motivators. I mean, obviously, your main motivators should be your parents. Not everybody got both parents. Sometimes it's your brother, sometimes it's your sister. It could be even be an animal, a pet. I used to have a dog. She's dead. A moral support animal could go a very long way. No genius. I even believe the government is messed up. There's only one way to see that though, because obviously people who are willing to work for the government are the people with motivation, with good motivators, with good archetypes to do to do something, to make a change for their families, for themselves, for the world, for the environments around them. Most people who are the type to rise up into the government and work hard, like some people go straight to the military. That's one motivated people want. That's one thing that people will always tell you to do. I mean, they would draft niggas back in the past. It's a whole different generation though. And my mom, she don't play that shit. She don't fuck with them. Be dumbass shit. Endorphins. A beautiful cure. I don't know enough about brain chemistry, physics, psychology, chemistry. I would probably just go straight to anatomy. I think that that's the best way. One thing's for sure, I was talking about. I keep fucking jumping from one thing to another. I barely graduated from high school. I consider myself an undergraduate. And I think that I should further my education and work toward getting an undergraduate's degree. But I'm very far from that as well because I gotta get a job. So I'm kind of just stuck. I'm not stuck, but I'm not fluid either. I don't want to wait till summer, but I know for a fact that when summer comes around, I will be more productive. I'm just like that, especially if the sun's out. Codependency. How to be more involved, more aware of what it takes to provide for the people you love. Are you even worthy of love? Now that's a question that will go without saying. I'm lucky. I got my mom. She loves me. Dad, he loves me. I'm sitting in this seat right now. My brother and my sister. I'm always loved them. We grew up together. Damn. That was fast. See what I'm saying right at the bat. I'm grateful. Glad you're home safe. That was fast. I wasn't expecting you to come back so fast.
Some stuff, man. Here in a minute, I gotta go chop up the car later.
You gotta drop off AJ? You said you gotta drop off AJ? Oh, I see. Motivation. More do you need than family? Not everybody has that. I keep telling myself that. I feel like I need something more, perhaps. It's a consciousness thing. Money, money. What you know about archetypes?